Hi, everybody. It's Linda G with my natural curly hair going curly because I went outside to pick up the dog poo poo and it was drizzling. It's wet and it's cold. And I got my shirt my cousin got me from the Comanche Nation. Um, they had the fair this year that I wasn't able to go to because I was in Chicago getting COVID. So anyway, I'm nice and toasty. I did have to turn the heater up just a tad because I usually like it to be a little cold, but I was getting where my bones was cold. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, big love and big shout out to everybody. I just want you to know that um, my friends Julie and Dennis went in for the pacemaker. He had the procedure this morning, doing great, looks fantastic. So I said he'll be the living dead because that pacemaker won't stop beating his heart. So they did really good. Thank you guys for the prayers. And thank you guys also for the prayers for and I posted the obituary for Mel's niece's husband that died suddenly. He said he was 35, but he was saying her age. He thought he was the same age. He was actually 40, just turned 40. A lot of people dying young, Kabir, the comedian that I knew, he died right before his birthday, his 40th birthday. So of course they're not really dead. They're in a whole new realm. It's those of us who are behind that suffer. So anyway, I did get the tree up. I asked my son, every year I ask him, do you guys need a tree? What? Yes. So they put it up and I decorated. I got one big thing of decorations done and I'll do the other one. I don't think I'm going to over decorate this year though. Because then somebody has to put it back. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so the holidays are coming. It's funny when we were growing up, my parents made a big deal out of Christmas and stuff. And they were dirt poor. They didn't really have any of that. But as they got older, I could tell it was harder and harder for them to get excited about it. My dad would just hand me and my sister a check to buy for the kids. And so then we would wrap the presents that we bought for them, and then we'd all meet for the dinner, and then the kids got to open their presents. Okay. I want to tell you something else on the drone thing. There's been a lot of input on it. I did post on my community page, and you don't have to be a member, you can just go to the community page, that apparently the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission released a report confirming radioactive material lost in transit. Shipping containers arrived damaged and empty in New Jersey, which makes total sense because I will tell you, those are extraterrestrial beings too, but those are also military drones. And I don't know why they decide to make it such a, uh, I don't know why they decided to make it such a hush hush thing, but I will tell you that it's definitely military, and they are looking for, by detecting radiation, they're looking for it. And I will tell you, they're saying in New Jersey and New York, but don't take my word for it. I'll have to look it up to give you proof beyond a reasonable doubt that the levels are a little high in New Jersey and New York, but I can see why they're going everywhere. But if you look at the master map of the earth where those drones are, there's none in Africa. A lot of them are in Europe, and there's hardly any in Russia. So, which of course maybe Russia will blow them out of the sky. But those are military drones mixed in with extraterrestrial. And I'll tell you something. The reason they're there is because they are helping. And in fact, it feels like you shouldn't have to search too much because they'll point it out. but I feel they were helping in some sort of way. So the reason the president of the United States doesn't want to talk about it and Trump's over there, we need to know. And but he doesn't realize the panic it would cause. I don't see anything happening with this, but I do feel that somehow or the other, someone tried to steal it. Oh, look at my little Christmas tree. I got me a little Christmas tree. There we go. With bulbs and everything, but no lights. I need a little one with lights. So, okay, so I just wanted to tell you that. And I heard from Sterling's wife, and I think he said that too, that the drones were military. They're definitely military. And somebody, oh, my daughter knows somebody who lives out by the Martinez base. All the military bases have them. And she said that she knew that they were military drones. So, anyway, okay. So you guys gave me a lot of questions. So I wanted to get that done. I wanted to tell you about that. And I don't see any Armageddon energy of any explosion or anything. Just pray for the well-being and know that the realm and the ETs will take care of business. Elise said, we've been focusing on questions about Trump, Leon, Vance, Biden. What about Tim Walz? Well, Tim Walz is still governor, and Tim Walz will be governor in 2025. Tell me if I'm wrong, but he's going to be working hard as governor. So he has a job. I think, but the thing is, and my daughter was talking about this too, we just can't see Trump taking office. So I don't know what's going to happen. You know, when I asked about those specific things, it's very hard to get an answer. Okay, when I ask the pendulum or anything else about Trump, it's always terrible cards. And did you see he wants to sue somebody for saying that he would lose Wisconsin by 3 points? He wants to sue the two people that talked about that. Of course, using taxpayers' money. And it's like, dude, why do you want to waste time over petty stuff like that? He's not going to win these petty things. In fact, I see them throwing it right back at him. So somebody just said Sterling advised that the drones were being flown by the military because of threats, which could be a threat, but I see because according to the nuclear people, there's been some sort of, someone stole something. Someone stole some energy that shouldn't be just laying around. And they're checking in the atmosphere the levels. There was also people saying people were getting sick and having stuff. I don't know about any of that. Don't take that to the bank. That's hearsay. That's the problem with media is that you don't quite know. But I put this on the community page so you could see it. Will corporations ever pay their fair share? I see people like United Health. In fact, I read a woman this morning that works for United Health. I see people like United Health and those type of corporations with health being having to totally change things around. They're trying to hide the payback that these people get, but they're not going to be able to hide it. I don't think if the Trump administration even starts, they'll be in there very long. I just don't think it. I think a lot of things are going to be turned over and people are done. There's some big news coming up. Is it something with nuke? I don't know. I don't feel it. The guides have always told me, including the extraterrestrials, no, it's not going to happen. We stop it. That's the only thing we have permission to do. Otherwise, you have free will. And I just feel like somebody's going to show their rear. It might be Iran or something, but I see where people are done. They just don't want somebody trying to kiss the rears of the oligarchs. They want somebody to go in there and say, no, we're not going to put up with this. Oh, by the way, I was listening to Dr. Greer, who I've always liked. He's the one that introduced me to CE5. And so he was talking about the drones and that they're, shadow UFOs because we've copied all the UFOs and we're trying to make people be afraid of ETs and fight them back. I don't know what all he goes on and on. But while he was talking, it was like an hour and a half. I don't usually listen to a video that lasts over an hour. While he was talking, very end, whoever his was talking with him, there was three guys. And the one guy said, yeah, they talked to the Trump administration, by the way. Yes, we talked to the Trump administration and they're gung-ho and they're all in. And he said, this other guy, not Dr. Greer, said, yeah, this president took a bullet for us. He took a bullet for the United States, and that was it for me. I said, nope. You mean that little bee sting that he had in his ear? Because if a real bullet had gone through there, he wouldn't be hearing out that ear now. And he said he lost half his ear and it grew back, and the doctors have never seen anything like it. Total lie. So you know all that. I'm not going to say it was planned or anything. It was a setup. I'm just saying he could have been really lucky. Trump, where eight rounds went off and not a one hit him. But I'll just say, when they said that, I said, nope, not at all. And what's he going to do if something happens and we have to fight back and they say Barron has to go to war? They won't let Barron go to war. He's got the same thing his dad has, bone spurs. They won't let him go. How can a felon get a security clearance? He can't, but if he's president, they'll overlook it. Don't forget, his kids didn't qualify for a security clearance. And Trump gave the order, go ahead and give them the security clearance. So there are no stations and cutoffs. For regular Joe Blows like you and me, yeah, but not for him. He can get anybody what he wants. I don't see, Golden wants to know, do you see Trump getting rid of FDIC protection? I don't see that happening, not right now. But I do see the stock market definitely starting to crash and burn. No, it's not going to be Armageddon, but I do see, because of the tariff situation that he thinks he's going to do, he's going to go back on a lot of stuff. If he gets in office, he's going to go in, he's going to act like he's going to do these things, and then he's going to turn around and say no. I heard there's going to be a report on election security this week. What will it say? I have no idea. It will be released 45 days after the election. Well, something big is coming up, and we're still waiting on Jack Smith, too. And that big full moon was yesterday. And we haven't heard nada, zilch. That's why you can't take those days to heart. No, it's usually interpretation around it. A lot of these are the same questions you've been asking me. Will the Senate confirm Val Demings to the Postal Board of Governors? Yeah, let me ask. I feel yes, but let me ask if they'll actually privatize the post office. They said that Bezos is trying to convince Trump to do that, so people will do their mail through Amazon at $15 a letter. Will they privatize the post office? It's in the Constitution, the post office is. So what the heck are they thinking? He's looking at people that would take it over, but I'm not seeing them being able to do it because so much blowback. Postal workers have never really gone on strike, but they just may stop everything and really show people what it's going to be like. Okay, tell me what I can tell everybody about the United States Post Office. I was about Val in. The problem was they didn't have enough votes, so maybe they'll be able to slide her in because people are sort of chillaxing. Tell me about the post office. They're looking at the money. It's in arrears financially, but they're going to blame DeJoy. I just got a hit, you guys. I just saw DeJoy getting fired by Trump, but he can't be. He has to be voted in and out. But I see Trump saying, I want him out. He's going to blame him for something. I just got that. You know, Biden couldn't get rid of DeJoy. So how could Trump do it? But I just saw Trump saying, you guys need, he might even tell somebody like Val Demings, get him out. Will they act? No. I heard no. They won't change the postal service. They may come up with a plan and think they're going to do it, but they won't. Now that's depending if he gets in. I get a lot of stalemate on some of the things I'm looking at, and I can't help but wonder if it's because it's just not going to happen. Yeah, Jack Smith will come back. Will Jack Smith ever come back to finish his work? He'll be waiting, tick tock, tick tock. Linda, Avril Haines is the current director of national intelligence. She has to do a report on the election, December 20th. What will be in this? That's what I was just reading, I think. Let's just look at it. Avril Haines, the report on the election. And real quick, I was looking at a question here, Carmen, and my guys have been very clear. Eventually, there will be universal care, but just it's not. It's several years down the road. People have to be hungry enough for it. Well, Avril Haines. I think I see people waiting for this report. That's maybe why we're not hearing from. Evil behind it. Evil behind it. Now, we've been talking about something coming up that even the military or somebody might have to go in there to calm people down. Because I think Trump will be in trouble when this comes out because they're definitely going to say a foreign operative, and Elon Musk is in huge trouble. I've been telling you guys this till I'm blue in the face. Musk is in huge trouble. And that Vedic and all those people thinking they're all that. What happens is people will be so mad that Trump will have to pull back and then he'll blame them. Uh, uh, yeah, we need to raise the vibration and tell the universe, we know something's coming up and we're okay. You just tell us what to do. Tell us what to do, angelic force. Tell us where to go. But I do feel some under the cover type stuff, some stuff that would blow us away if we actually had the real news. I don't know if it has anything to do with Putin. It might even be Iran, but Iran doesn't have that kind of smarts right now. And I just got a hit. I think that guy Assad, I think that Russia wants his money, so they want him out. I just got that. So I don't know how they'll do it. He put billions of dollars in their bank and they're going to do something. That's what I got. Um, what will become of Fonnie Wills' work? Oh, they're just putting her through hell. And I see that Jim Jordan acting like queen for a day. I see something going before the Supreme Court. They're going to put her on hold. If he goes in as president, they will put her on hold. But I still see her being able to go forward. Let's double check. Yeah, that US Post Office is in the Constitution, so I don't know how he does that. You know, he wants to change so women don't even have the right to vote, so he doesn't like the Native Americans either because we got casinos and he didn't. Bonnie Willis. I was supposed to go to dinner today to my sister's birthday dinner. Today isn't her birthday, but we're going to do it earlier. Got a reservation at the Prime Rib Inn in San Francisco. And then one of our friends got really sick, and my sister was there the other day, so they've been exposed. So we just made it safe. And then I'm glad we didn't because now they're saying there's all kinds of traffic issues. So we probably would have been barely making it. Ooh, funny, funny. Things explode. I see her intensely talking to people. Oh, she wants them bad. She can taste it. Somebody's telling her to hold off. And she'll stand there. She'll hold off. She's busy working on other stuff. She got voted by the people, so he can't go in there and act like king for a day. Somebody's telling her to hold off, so she'll patiently hold off, but her opportunity will come. But yeah, there's some explosion, something will happen. Um, he can't get her arrested or anything. Can you imagine he wants to file a lawsuit against someone that said he would lose Iowa by 3 points? He just thinks he should just do that. But the thing is, he's not paying for that out of his own pocket. He's taking our money. So no, hell to the no. Okay. A lot of stuff, people asking him about the drones. No, Musk isn't part of the drones. I thought he might be, but I know he knows of it. Somebody stole that stuff. Hold on. I know a lot of good people in New Jersey, so you guys get iodine pills, start taking an iodine pill a day. It's not in New Jersey anymore. So whoever took it got it out in New Jersey. The extraterrestrials that are coming up from the ocean, those aren't drones. Those are extraterrestrials coming right up from the ocean. I imagine there's drones that can come up. I know there's missiles that can come up from the ocean. Tell me, where did that? It's not the actual bomb, it's the fixings to make the bomb. Total decay. It's not going to work. Thank you, ETs. The ETs will make sure it doesn't work. Oh, it's, hold on. It feels like someone that is very connected to America, but isn't American, but somebody that knows everybody in America. And they want to cause a disaster. But they're not going to be able to get it off. But think about it. The way they can detect that radiation is by flying low. And that's what these drones do, these military drones. But why? The only reason, and I'm sorry about this, but the only reason the military and Biden doesn't want people to know, they don't want you to panic. But I will tell you, let's look at the outcome. That everything's going to be okay. I don't want to do sunshine lollipops. If I saw I saw a big explosion, but I know now what I saw was what just happened in Syria from Israel. Israel right up in everybody's business, bombing away. He's going down. Netanyahu's going down. Tell me about the outcome of all these drones. Will they find what they're looking for? I heard yes. I see a warehouse of some sort. It might even been moved, not on water, but it might have been moved like mid in Montana or something like that. It's foreign relationships. The angel of light and mercy is with us because it could cause mass disaster. Fortune's fate. The Two of Cups will find it out of the blue, finally, after searching and searching. 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 months. The Ten of Pentacles means success. So we will find it and we're going to get some information from someone. We might not hear of it, but there's some information coming out. Hold on. I feel like maybe even on a train or something, and it went into the Midwest. They want everybody to psychically tell the universe that put the protection around us. The other thing is I'm worried about is we can't trust the weather. We can't trust the earth right now. It is shifting. And so, you got this delicate stuff, and then some major event occurs, it could cause a catastrophe. But I don't see the catastrophe, not with the Ten of Pentacles as the outcome. Yeah, Putin, I'm not seeing Putin. I'm almost seeing Putin as just not having a very good time. Like his health feels really compromised. Yeah, the Social Security increase will go through, but don't get too excited because what's his face comes in. Yeah, Eric Adams is. I'm so sorry about the immigration thing. If Trump gets in, I mean, Biden and Harris put through an immigration plan and they just poo-pooed it. And then they're just thrilled. Isn't it amazing how Americans are thrilled after what they did to the Native Americans and wiped them off their own land? And then they're just, oh no, you're an immigrant. You can't be here. They will get ugly, just like Nazi ugly. But I see it being turned around right away. I see other nations saying no. I think I was watching Sky News, and I think is it the UK or is it France? I think it's France, have been deporting people left and right. So part of it is that they don't have the money to feed and house and take care of people. But the thing with the long-term immigrants here that work and pay Social Security, they're helping the economy. So good luck picking your own tomatoes and lettuce. I need to start my garden in the back too. But I see people all kind of behind closed doors and there'll be those power hungry people that think they're all that in a cup of tea. It's not going to work out for them. We need a big announcement this week. I see Lashchenko being pulled out. I see him being thrown out. A lot of stuff's going to come down, and I see. Don't forget what I told you. I saw Putin knowing that Assad put all that money in the bank in a Russian bank, and he's going to figure out some way to exit him. Exit stage left. And by the way, that money is ours. Something's going to happen with that. Uh, the House and Senate put up a good fight to retain their power versus King Ding Dong. The midterms are going to be fantastic, but he's going to try, if he's in office, he's going to try to act like a king. But okay, I got to tell you guys this. I don't know why me and other psychics and my daughter, we just can't see. Of course, maybe because we won't be watching the inauguration. By the way, somebody checked out all the hotels in Washington, D.C., and there's a huge vacancy rate. So he's wondering what kind of people will even show up. But something's going to happen here. He may try to act like king for a day, but I get this feeling, it's really weird, that a big pushback, a resistance towards him, marching in the streets, not violently, just marching in the streets. If you go violent, then he's going to act like king for a day. But if you go in and say, you can't touch this or that, and because the constituents of everybody in office are busy saying, stop him, that he actually has to slow down. You know how sometimes he will work on in a better arena? All he wants is money. He's telling people, give me $1 billion and you don't have to worry about ecological stuff. He's not going to be able to do as much damage as you would think because there's so much resistance. And then he won't be around long enough. He's not doing no 4 years, okay? That I can tell you. I've been seeing that. But does he even walk in? That's our key. Just because we've all felt that something was, and if you look at these drones and extraterrestrials, my God, what is that telling you? That's not, everybody's acting like, I can't believe how nonchalant people are. Oh, yeah, it's airplanes. No, it's not. And they're lying to us. But they're lying to us because they hate for everybody to be afraid, because they don't want everybody moving out of New Jersey in a New York minute. But I don't see anything happening. I'm just telling you, they're lying to us. And it's about some sort of nuclear thing. And get you all some iodine. Go on Amazon and get you some iodine just in cases. But I don't see anything taken off. That I can tell you. That I can tell you. Yeah, so Karen just wrote me. She said, so happy to see you. The drones, friend or foe? Friend. I think it's our own military searching for possible terror threat. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Because they have no problem going low. They have no problem people filming them because they're that desperate. Think about it. They're in the bright daylight. They're not sneaking behind closed doors. They want people to, they want to just pick up the energy about where this nuclear waste is or whatever it is. They're trying to pick up something. And I think they know that the extraterrestrials are there to help them. Because there's actual extraterrestrial ships. I'm telling you, they're not drones. They're ships. The ball-shaped ships and boom, boom, boom. But I almost feel like they know where it is. So maybe they'll help them get it. It's not in California. Really more like Montana, Nebraska, and a big warehouse. Hi, Linda. Is there a mole in the Trump camp spilling the beans? I've heard speculation about Vance and Laura Loomer or someone else singing like a canary. Well, Laura Loomer was singing like a canary, and they shut her up. He took a liking to her, and she was just spilled. She even released that she knew, everybody knew, that Senator from South Carolina, the one I'm talking about, that he was gay. And oh, it's a shame. I like men too, Senator. But it's like, that's not a big deal anymore. There's no need to hide behind the closet. But they were using that to get him. I think he likes the younger ones. They're using that. That's that whole Russia thing. Uh, Everybody can't believe that Trump could possibly be president again. He will never be a real president again. He's a fraud. Calfrin just said, is Assad presence in Russia caused Putin additional problems? No, Putin wants his money, and he'll just figure out a way to accidentally toss him out the window. Um, Elon's brothers owns a drone company. It could be some of the drones are from Elon's brother's company, but I'm telling you, it's military. It's military. It's not SpaceX. Uh, was Stephanopoulos threatened with jail time for the interview with Gabbard? Um, uh, yeah, they made it go away. They paid him some money and made it go away. Um, George is really feeling like he should just step down altogether. That's what I just got. Because you can't say anything about him. He's so temperamental. But I see the senators, the ones that are doing the questioning, like I can tell RFK knows he's not getting in. I can tell by looking at his face. He's all, somebody said when he was walking in the hallways of Congress, so what about you still believe the polio vaccine? And he said, I have no problem with the polio vaccine. No, but we've got play the tape, roll the tape, plenty of information about you talking trash. The thing is, he's got no medical background at all. I don't think he's going to get in unless Trump just grabs him and says he's getting in. But I feel like they're going to do a no on him. Tulsi Gabbard, maybe? I don't know. Tulsi Gabbard plays the room. Okay. It's going to be a hard winter. Somebody's asking what the winter's going to be like. It's going to be a hard winter. And I even see sunshine and heat where it normally won't be. Look at what's happening to us. Tornado, the snow is just pouring in on like Lake Tahoe, pouring down rain. It's going to be a tough time. And there's a lot of flooding. And I've told you this in my 2025 video. I'll give you more detail from the ETs about what's going to happen. But they told us for several years now the earth is shifting. And so we're lucky it could be worse, actually. So just batten down the hatch and get some goods, get some cash, get your extra medication, just in cases. Yeah, will Leon Muskrat have to face the SEC lawsuit? You notice you're not seeing him around lately? Well, Musk have to go through SEC laws. They've threatened him. Listen, let me tell you something, you guys. Did you see that we told the Republicans, we've got 4 judges retiring, but you help us get these last judges in, and then you can replace those 4 judges with who you want. And they said, okay. And then 3 of the judges decided not to retire. Oh my God, they're so pissed. But that's something McConnell would pull. I've always felt bad, even more so about payback coming faster for Elon. Don't ask me why, but I've always felt bad about that. So here's him kind of hiding and waiting, hoping for some good news from his person. News is coming out. He knows that. Secrets, hidden secrets, dealing with business, riding on his horse thinking he's all that, and 5 of Cups, so that's disappointment. And there's 2 cups behind him standing, but they're opportunity, but then the world is here. He's in trouble with the whole world, not just within the United States. There's some big news coming from another country. I think he might try to escape someplace else. Yeah, Kelly said you mentioned about squirreling away food. Let me tell you, food's going to go up. If you got a nice big freezer, it's worth, you can get a good freezer from Costco for $300-400. If you can get a freezer out in your garage and just get a bunch, they sell bulk chicken and things are cheaper now. So get all that, put it in the freezer because it's canned goods and everything. Also because of what's happening in the world as far as the shifting. It's not Armageddon as bad as you think, okay? I saw another volcanic explosion. I was going to talk about my 25 prediction and it just happened. Where did it happen? They were just showing it. It was a pretty good explosion too. Yeah, might have been the Philippines. It would just happen yesterday. Um, Trump, if he gets in office, I have to keep saying that because I can't guarantee you that he's going to get in office. But if he gets in office, he's not going to blatantly pardon everybody from January 6th. He's going to not pardon the ones that did violence. I know they're going to be mad at him, but he's going to only do the ones that didn't destroy property or do violence. Um, no, RFK will not be successful in halting polio vaccines, not at all. I don't see RFK's grubby hands on anything. I'm almost feeling like he gets pushed away. He's got that look on his face that he knows. I can tell by looking at him. Uh, no, Social Security's not going to get cut off. Oh, they're just biting out the chops. They can't wait. But listen, even if they were to go in and try to do something, let's say the Trump administration's in there. Oh, just wait for the new blue wave that's coming. And then they can't touch anything. Trust me, they're going to try, but I see them not being able to do what they want to do. Almost like even if they did try to say, okay, retirement age is 70, they're going to switch it somehow. Okay, so you guys are still asking about the drones, about Fanny. I'm so sorry, you guys. So much drama is taking place, and we need each other to hold each other up and energetically refuse to allow that negative crap to be all over us. Elon Musk is going to escape, and I see the government coming in and taking over all his stuff. Can I tell you something? If Trump is in office and Elon, because let me tell you, Trump will have no problem kicking Elon to the curb. I could see Trump in there eating up his money and saying, you guys, we need to take over his business. Let me tell you something. He wasn't at that guy, I can't remember what he was, that the guy that walks around with an orange hue around his face, who loves Donald Trump. And he was saying, he was talking to Melania and Donald. Oh, I noticed that Elon Musk isn't here. And I noticed too. Didn't I tell you guys he wasn't there? I said, mm-hmm. And I noticed he's not here. We were really hoping he'd be here, And the look, if you could read body language, I'm telling you, the look on Trump's face, and Melania kind of looked down. And you can tell when Trump's. And the way he said, I wish I had it. I'll have to find it because I watched it. It was on CNBC. He said, Elon's a real nice guy. May I say that? He's just a really nice guy. But the way he said it was almost like, and I almost hate to have to tell you this, but I can't use him. He's getting on my last nerve. That's the energy I was picking up. And I'm almost feeling like Elon would have loved to have been there, but they said no. I don't think he has. Remember, they said at Mar-a-Lago just recently, they made him sit at a different table. Because Trump was just tired of him talking in his ear. You know, Elon is energetically not quite well. And he bought that seat, I'm telling you, but it doesn't matter. Once Trump has your money, it's just like with Putin. He's over there talking to Assad. Oh, yeah, sure, buddy, I'll help you. By the way, look at this scenery out this window. I'm telling you, Assad is going, I can feel it. I can feel it. So, there's a lot of good things happening in Europe right now. I feel good energy with Europe. And the United States is going through a little tussle, but we're going to come out okay. So you guys just try your best. Somebody wrote on one of my things that if he gets into office, I'll just go ahead and kill myself. I don't know who said that. But he's not worth anything like that. So please don't dare think that, you would want to do that. So you guys, thank you very much for coming down, from being here with me today. And I'll be back. What is this, Monday? Oh, yeah. I don't have much planned except getting all the Christmas festivities ready. I gotta wrap my dollar bills that I'm giving to my kids. So, okay, you guys, love you all. Talk to you later. Cheers.